There's a beauty in the way you're worn, and the sharpness of your thorns, so vibrant in the imperfections. In the pain there's something real, all that anger so concealed. Still you're lost in how to feel, just let me hold that severed heart. The pieces feel so cold. All the tears won't bring it back to life. But hate will always grow. There's a beauty in the way you lay, and the way your color fades. You stand out now with your imperfections. Oh, it was never meant to fall apart. It was not supposed to cause us harm. But these days, all I do is wonder, is about another way could start again. 'Cause in the pain there's something real, all that anger so concealed. Still you're lost in how to feel, just let me hold. Oh, that severed heart. The pieces feel so cold. All the tears won't bring it back to life. But hate will always grow.
Alrighty, let's get started. Oh wow, I'm shocked. I'm so shocked. So shocked at the start of the stream. Amazing. Hey, well, welcome everybody. Sheena the Penguin back at you. Just a normal, average, everyday Sunday. Absolutely nothing is happening right now. No special events. Just a normal, average day. Yeah, so yeah, that's the whole joke. Yeah, I know it's Super Bowl Sunday, whatever. Everybody's watching the big game. Personally, I'm just like, well, one, I created the schedule completely forgetting, honestly, that Super Bowl was today. When I created it a few days ago, and I was just like, oh yeah, it's Super Bowl's this week, huh? It's like, it's great. Forgive me. Also, hold on, let me adjust some settings real quick. I feel like my mic's peaking. I made some adjustments. May have accidentally made my mic a little too. Whoopsies. Yeah, there we go. I think it should be good now. Okay. Hopefully that should be good. If it's too loud, let me know, but I think it should be fine. I had to adjust some settings of my mic just so I'm not too close to my mic. 'Cause a few days ago, I was just like really close. I was like literally like an inch from the mic at this point. I was like, that's probably too close. Should probably adjust some things so it's not like I'm like literally like eating my mic. Anyway, yeah, Super Bowl. So honestly, yeah, no. As soon as the championship games happened and it was like, oh, the Chiefs won, oh, the Eagles won, oh, well, I guess I'm not watching the game. It's just like it's just so boring, man. It's like I don't care if either team wins. Like at this point, honestly, I'd rather neither team wins. I just team meteor for the win. It's just like kind of my big thing. It's just like let's just have a tie. I know that it can't end in a tie, but let's just have it be so like 6 overtimes and they're just like, oh my god, let's just get this over with, and then they tie, and then it's the first tie of the Super Bowl. That would actually be fun, but kind of doubt that's going to happen. And with all the refs and stuff, and everybody's like, oh, they're conspiring against the Chiefs, and it sure feels like it with some of the games they played in the playoffs. It's just like, all right, cool. Love that for me as a Packers fan who is, like, had to suffer through all the heart-wrenching playoff losses, and here we see the Chiefs sailing through all their playoff victories, and Mahomes, who worst finish as a quarterback for the Chiefs has been the AFC Championship game, which is freaking really, like, God, you Chiefs fans are so freaking lucky. But we're not here to talk about sports, enough about sports. We are here to play some Umamusume. So like I mentioned yesterday, I'm not sure how long this is going to go. If it's anything like my Gaku and Idolmaster stuff that I did 2 days ago, I don't see this going very long, just because I'm realizing that these games aren't the best to stream. It's just like, just click a whole bunch of buttons, do the tappy taps, and then, it's just like, oh, it's done. Which I guess you can say that for any game, but I don't know. Something about these games is just, it's kind of hard to, like, really do any meaningful, like, oh, fun stuff. It's like, oh, okay, this is what's happening. And then eventually it gets to the point where, oh, either I did really well or I didn't. And we don't find that out until, like, really later. So it's just kind of a whole slog to get through everything. But who knows, maybe Umamusume might be a bit different from Idolmaster. We shall see. But in the meantime, let's not dilly-dally. Let's actually get into the game, shall we? Alright. So right now, I think my plan is to do a couple runs for the upcoming Legend of Heroes, League of Heroes, whatever the heck that's called. That's coming up in, I want to say it's coming up pretty soon, like a week or something like that. So I do have a few Umas that I planned out. If I go to my Stadium really quick, I know it's a short race, which means, obviously the latest scenario isn't optimized for short distance Umas, which is kind of annoying. So you can see the whole disparity I have in my current team between, like, the long and medium Umas versus the shorter miles, which I haven't even touched in months, honestly. So yeah, it's been kind of a struggle to get decently good Umas that are, like, focused on mile and short. I do have this Astomachan that I just created, I think, like a few days ago. If I go to the history, nope, never mind. This is a different Astomachan. What? Oh, this is Astomachan I created a few days ago. Right? Yeah, it's this one. Okay. So that's done. I think that's whatever. I could probably see. I don't know how you can get even better than, like, this UD5. Like, I'm sure there's, like, tons of ways you can get the UC level. Pretty sure you can, like, get that the power ranking up, like, maybe 1500 even more. Maybe the guts can be a little less than that. I don't know. The thing is, the guides that I've been reading have been kind of conflicting. There's one that says, oh, just get as much power as you can, get it to, like, 1600 or more. And then there's other guys that are telling me, like, oh, you also want guts. You want at least 1400 guts and 1400 power, and blah, blah, blah. So, I don't know yet. Maybe I might do another Machan run and just see, like, maybe just load up on power instead of guts. Because the way that I have it on my composition is that I have 2 speed, 1 guts, 1 power, 1 int, and then, of course, the obligatory scenario card, which is, I'm so glad that the latest scenario doesn't have that, because it is kind of annoying having to roll for a scenario specific card only for that to not be there. And hello, I see Blue Giant. Yes, I am a penguin. Hello, what's up? Just kind of going through Umamusume and just kind of my plans for the stream. That's probably not gonna be too long, like I mentioned at the beginning, but we shall see. Yeah, I don't know. I'm probably just gonna stick with this plane for now. Am I able to read all this stuff now? Yeah, I wish. No. I kind of just get by with a lot of guides and stuff. Yeah, you kind of, once you play this game, you kind of figure out, like, how to basically play. Whenever they introduce a new scenario, it's always just like, what the hell? I don't know what the heck I'm doing. And, like, I don't usually know unless I start, like, like, I read a guide and it's like, this is how you're actually supposed to do it. And it's like, oh, okay, this is what you're supposed to do. But generally I'm pretty good at it now, just because it's been a while since they out released the latest scenario. I think they're probably going to release one for the anniversary that's coming up in a few weeks. That's going to be fun. We'll see how that goes. How many free polls they give us. But yeah, so like I mentioned, let's going to do some runs. Trying to train up some Umas for the upcoming PvE event. PvE, PvP. I don't know, PvE, PvP, whatever. Is my game audio? Oh, thank you for noticing. I forgot to unmute my desktop. I forgot to mute my desktop audio. That's I was playing a PC game yesterday and I forgot to do that. Yeah, it should be good now, I hope. I don't think it should be echoey now. Let me know if it's bad or good or whatever. Okay. Let's see. Who do I want to so I have a plan now. Okay, good. It's that better. That's good. Okay, good. Yeah, plan. What's my plan? I have a few Umas that I'm specifically probably gonna train. Let's see. How do I look at my roster again? I guess I can just start a new run. So KS Miracle. So I already got the Astomachan. Hold on, let me do this. Sorry, let me reset that. Astomachan. How do I explain this to somebody who's never played Uma? So basically, there's like these 4 different kind of like. No, I don't want to click you again. There's 4 different kind of distances. Actually, technically 3 different distances, but there's also the dirt versus the turf. So that first line there is like turf and then dirt rating. Second line is the distance, so their aptitude in short, mile, or I can click, well, yeah, short, mile, medium, and long. And then the last one is kind of their strategy or whatever, which I think maybe it doesn't explain that here. It's like basically like if you like, there's Nige, which I think is like just staying in front for the whole race. Senko, which is kind of just staying in the front. Sashi, I think that's what it is, which is like kind of in the back. And then there's the Chaser, which I don't remember what the reading of that is, but it's Chaser. Runner, leader, betweener, and chaser is the unofficial terms that the community uses. Although I'm not sure how that's going to change when the official English version comes out, which I'm not sure when it's ever going to come out, because they announced it a long time ago. And people are like, when is it going to come out? And it's like they've been slowly drip feeding content, but it's just been like they have not released any kind of release date. So don't know when that's going to be. So right now I'm going to train KS Miracle, who is a leader kind of strategy. So my strategy right now with League of Heroes, I think you kind of generally want to train more the front facing Umas, so the Niges, these Niges, and then the Senkos. Got the strategies there. Inheritances. So this is parents' inheritances, basically just looking at inheriting their skills. So like these are like kind of specific Umas that I've already trained before, or in this case I think one of these, I think it's this one, is like you can kind of take friends from the game, or you can friend people and, you know, like use their Umas that they kind of have available to train, which is pretty nice because sometimes you don't want to do parent training, blah blah blah, all that good stuff. I don't know how much I really want to go into minutia, because I can go all day just explaining blah blah blah, this is how this works, this is how this works. Not sure how interesting that is, but I'm just gonna kind of speed run some of these runs and just go with it. So where's the support card? So this is kind of the bread and butter of the Umas. So it's just basically like you need like support cards to do your trainings, to do all the kind of fun like kind of inheritances that you need to do. So there's 5 that you can spots that you can fill out, and then there's 1 that you use your friends, borrow your friends' cards, which is good because I'm not a whale who doesn't have every single freaking support card out there. And the one I need is specifically for short distance, which where is it? Oh, here it is. Okay. So with that, let us get into it. Let's get into it. So this scenario is short mile focused. It's like cooking scenario. I don't know. It's not, the content's not that important. It's like a cooking scenario. You like farm the ingredients and then you cook the ingredients and then you use that to get better bonuses on your trainings. It'll all make sense later. But let's start into it. Also, this is my favorite scenario in terms of the music. I love the music in this. Also, they have the... I think this is my favorite scenario just because the music and the chibi models are really nice and cute. And also all the reactions they make to whenever they eat meals. It's really fun. Oh yeah, no, there's a lot of animations in this game. It's definitely well and produced, that's for sure. So... let's do this. So yeah, they do cooking. It's like the little chibis there. And then there's like little mini scenes of them eating. So that's pretty cute. I like that. Okay. Okay. So my focus here is I want to try and get the trainings with the most, like these characters. So these are the support cards right here. And what you want to do is you want to get them to 4 bars. And when you get them to 4 bars, that gets them to what's called, I guess, like friendship training. I like to call it rainbow training just because I think they have like a little rainbow aura that goes around them. And that gets you a lot of bonus. And that's only specifically catered to their, I guess, like category. So you can see there's like different like kind of like bars there. So there's like speed, power, wisdom. There's also like guts and stamina, although stamina is not really important in this case because I'm training a short Uma who doesn't need that much stamina. So you can see here we got 3 support Umas, so I'm gonna go for this one. Also gonna go for this. Make a little sandwich. Okay. Get that, get the bonus there. Just want to try and get all of the support cards to 4 bars as quick as possible so I can get that rainbow training done as quick as possible. Yes. Okay. And you can see as I'm doing more and more trainings, like the ingredients are being gathered. So, oh, I don't remember which one gives which choice. This one? It doesn't really matter. I don't want to do another power, but I do see I have the support card there. This support card. So that's a special type of potato. Did I just say potato? I meant support card. Yeah, it's a special type of potato. God. It's like a friend support card. It's like scenario specific. Basically, like you need it to get the special potato so you can get the special meals and the special food. Something like that. Oh, I'm starting to run out of energy. You can see, yeah, 20% there means there's like a 20% chance of this training failing, and it's because I have the low energy here, and I don't want to risk that, so I'm just gonna heal real quick. Nice. Okay. This one. See, I've done so many runs with these these support cards that I memorize, like which one gives which. Like for instance, that kind of, I guess, story part, whatever. Like the top part gives you, I think, mood up, which is this little thing here. You can see there's like different moods that the Umas can give. It's like best mood, which gives you like good training, and then down to like this, which is like the worst mood. Ideally, you want it to be in the red because that's good, obviously. And then the bottom was like kind of giving energy, which I didn't really need because I already had full energy, so didn't need to worry about that. Ooh, why is it just giving me all the potatoes? I don't understand. I don't need this many potatoes in my life. Okay, yes please. Speed. There's one thing about Umas, it's that speed is absolutely essential. You need speed. I think speed is the most important trait in any, honestly, like any distance, any aptitude, whatever, you need speed. So that's like the most important thing, which is why I have 2 support cards that are speed right now in my deck. Ooh. Sure. Okay. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so speed's most important, and then depending on whatever aptitude you're using, depending on whatever distance you're using, I think is kind of depends. For like mid and long especially, I think it's stamina is the most important after that, and then for these characters, like the short ones, I think probably power. There's like some weird like math and like mechanics and all this like kind of gameplay mechanics that go into it, and it's just like, oh, this is how this works, and I'm just like, I'm not bothered to get into specifics of it because that just sounds like work. So I'm starting to run out of energy. 7%. I'll risk it. I'll risk it. Yes. Okay. Okay, I do need to heal now. Okay, I'm getting lucky with that. Because like there's 3 different heal events that you can have. One gives you 70 energy, one gives you 50 energy, and one gives you 30 energy. And the 30 energy also can give you a chance of getting sick, which is really stupid, and I hate that mechanic. It's just, I don't understand why they have that. Oh boy, oh god, which one was this again? I think the top one is what I wanted. Yes, okay, good. Whew, okay. I could have looked that up, but nah, whatever. Too much work. Okay. Yeah, let me do that to get their rainbow trainings. Their friendship trainings. Ah, finally. Okay, here we go. So now, with this event, I can... How do I say this in the least sus way? Because technically it's like going on a date. It's like date events with the that specific individual person thing. I don't know, the chairman. But as a trainer going on the date events with the specific... It's just like, I don't know. It's a little sus. Especially since I think she actually is a literal child. I'm gonna stop talking about that now. Okay, anyway. Alright, that was our debut race. We won. That was easy enough. Okay, great. We did it. Alright. That's not too worrisome. Oh my god, I have so many potatoes. Why do I have so many potatoes? That's not... I don't need that many potatoes. Okay. Ooh, that's good. That's a good boost. And I can do sandwich. Let's make a sandwich. And there we go, and there's your special friendship rainbow training right there. And that's how you get the big boosts of stat gains. Alright, I don't... What is this one? I don't remember what this one is. Just I just usually just like, I could look it up and actually be technical and make sure I'm getting the right stat boost, but also... Nah, it's not that serious. Ooh, okay. Let's make some curry. Okay, we're close to getting everybody in the bar for friendship training, so that's good. It's already kind of about to decently good start. Okay. I really need to start focusing on some of the wisdom training because that's starting to get a bit low. But not too worried about that yet. So the other thing I'm also keeping my eye on is whenever they make the meals, there's 2 different things that can happen. One is like, I guess, success, and one is great success. And I'm not entirely sure what the difference is there, but I do know that I want a great success for both the curry and the sandwich before the year ends. Because once the year ends, then it switches over to like specific meals for each kind of aptitude training. So you can see here that there's only 2 options right now for sandwich and curry. Once the year ends, then I guess they learn new cooking skills, and then there's just like, oh, we can make different things now, and we can make 5 things instead of 2 things. So want to do that. And also I think there's technically a special bonus that that you get if you do great success for the sandwich and curry. So that's why I'm focused on getting that. But right now I don't have enough materials for either, so I'm just gonna kind of farm ingredients, I guess. Also, this is important too. So the leveling up things. This, I think, well, one, you can see it increases the kind of max capacity of ingredients that you can get. 2, I don't know, there's some other like special like skills that you can get. Like, so level 3 means that you get pizza. You get 5 energy. Wait, that doesn't seem right. Oh no, that is, yeah, because and then level 5 is like you get all these boosts. So gotta strategize on how to best, I guess, spread those out. And there is a strategy to it that I've been sticking to that's worked pretty well for the most part, so we'll see that as it kind of continues on. But for now, let me make another sandwich. And that's only success. Okay. Yeah, if it's a great success, you can tell because it'll be Daiseko, and then she'll be like, oh, jump up in there, like I did it, I made a better sandwich. All this food talk's actually kind of making me hungry right now. I haven't really eaten that much today. Maybe this wasn't the best scenario to play. Maybe this wasn't the best game to play. Whatever. Too late. Oh, this is not good. There's no good trainings for me to do. I guess I can focus on speed. Speed. Ooh, 86. Okay, yes, I will take that. I will absolutely take that. Let's go. Okay, no, this... Okay, good. I was like, the wisdom is starting to get a little bit low. Too low for my sakes. For comfort, I guess. Okay, so far it's not too bad. It's still too early to tell, but so far this hasn't been a horrible run. Yet. Do I? Yeah, I think if I do this... So you can see now... I don't know how this mechanic works, but basically it's just like you fill up this bar, and then if you like don't get a great success by the time this bar fills up, there's like it reaches a certain point where it's like, oh, this is a guaranteed great success. So now I'm gonna do that, make this curry, and it's gonna be a guaranteed great success. And we did it. That's a great curry right there. Except we can't tell based on their reactions, which is just like just still curry, but apparently it's better. Okay, what is this? Oh, maybe that wasn't the best idea. Okay, 10% isn't low, but it's starting to get a bit iffy, especially for this rainbow training. So instead of healing, now that I have the ability to go on date events with the special friendship training, what is it? Support card, that's the word. Now that I can do that, I can go on this date, which means that I can get not only healing, but also bonuses, like that. And these are scenario-specific bonuses, so if I use this support card for any other kind of scenario, it's not going to have the same effect. Which is how they get you. See, it's just like, oh, we released a new scenario. Now you need this new card that makes it so much better. And if you don't have this card, you're not going to get good runs. That's how they get you. Gotcha games, am I right? Another thing I need to keep an eye out on is there's this goal here on the top of the screen. That's also something, usually that goal is something like, oh, this is a specific required race that you need to finish at least blank place in, and usually I don't have to worry about that because it just automatically goes to that race, and so it doesn't give you an option to do anything else. But this is a special case where it's like, this is the goal of get 5,000 fans or more by the, like, in 9 weeks, or 9 turns or whatever. I guess it's not weeks because it's divided up into early month and late month. So right now it's junior year late December, which means I might want to, I missed the G1 race. Ugh, stupid. Okay, can't do that. I'll do that later. I still have plenty of turns to get 3,500 fans, which is not that much at all, so not worried about that. Let's see, I might want to get some... What am I low on right now? Because none of these are really good, so I'm gonna just go with this. Whoa. Sorry about that. Okay. And now it's the end of the year. Oh yeah, and then this happens. So this is like the special cooking exam or whatever. This happens every 6 months. So it happens, I guess, like end of the junior year, 2 times during the, I guess, classic year is what they call it, and then 2 times during the senior year. So there's 5 different exams that happen. And the way to pass the exam is basically you just need to, so I don't know, every time that you do like a cooking, you get like an increase in a gauge, and you just need to pass like a certain threshold. So it's usually nothing to worry about, because if you do enough cooking things, which I've been doing anyway, it's usually pretty easy to pass. It's nothing to worry about at all. New Year event. Okay. So like here you can see, 2,000 points. I think it was like 1,000 points to pass that first exam. So you can see now it's 2,500. It's gonna be 5,000, 7,000, then 10,000, and that's how much I need to pass each exam. But that's not something I worry about because I usually highly surpass those numbers anyway. So now that we are in the new year, you can see we have different dishes for each of these trainings. We have ice cream, mapo tofu, pizza, ramen, and stew, I think. Oh shoot, thank you for reminding me that I need to upgrade these. I'm not sure they can still farm during winter, but yeah, whatever, they can do it. And yeah, see, you can see that I already passed the requirement for that exam, and it's not even the beginning of the year, so very easy to do that. Man, I'm not getting any rainbow trainings, huh? Okay, I'll just do that, I guess. Daiseko. Oh, a little too spicy. It is kind of fun also. I think depending on the Uma, like, they do have like unique kind of animations. So some of those, like for the mapo tofu, some of them are like, oh, this is good. Some of them are like, oh, this is spicy. Some of them are like, oh god, this is way too spicy. Oh god, help. So it's fun. It's just like little twists of individuality there. Oh, why couldn't you have that earlier? That would have been so much nicer to have as a... Okay, fine. Previous turn would have been so much better then. Okay, here's... Yep, and now it's giving you the warning. It's like, oh, you need to do the race or else you're gonna fail your run. Yeah, I'll get to it. Get to it. Yeah, fine, I'll do the race. God, wait, is there there's a better race next turn anyway. I'll just do it then, or I'll just do it now because I realize I don't have any energy, so that's fine. Okay. Yes, you did win. Congratulations. Okay, I need to heal, so I'm just gonna do this. And that gives me pretty good bonus. Yes. Ah, this. Okay. So this happens twice every run, I think like April or whatever. So this is like the inheritance event. So you can see now I'm just gonna get a whole bunch of inheritance factors from my parents and get some bonuses. And so that's the way you can get, so you can notice how in the aptitudes here, it goes up to A. That's those, I guess, inheritance factors are the only way that you can get A's up to S's. And ideally for like kind of competitions of PvE, like all the kind of like the champions meetings, what it's called, and like League of Heroes, you ideally want those to be S, just so you're competing against the whales, you have at least somewhat of a chance to win. But unfortunately I did not get that, so that's Rippo. Okay, let me, oh, get that up. Nope. Strawberries. Okay. Oh, Dicycle. Not that it really matters too much, I think, but I think there is a difference. Okay. I'm gonna save my resources for the summer training, because the summer trainings are really when you get good stat gains. During the summer training camps, as they refer to it, I guess. Okay, so now you see the next event is going to be a race that you need to get at least 5th place in. Which, again, these requirements are nothing. Like, I shouldn't say they're nothing, not nothing. Most of the time they're not nothing. But for some characters, there's like scripted events where like in real life they're faced against like really strong opponents, so it's pretty much like impossible to win the races. There's a few examples that I might highlight later. Do you have an active role in the race? No. You're just like kind of spectating basically. Your role is kind of training them up here during these times just to kind of have the best stats so that then they can do the races. And then I guess this here I can do this instead of sending it. So the race. So we got this good old G3 race. So yeah, I guess we just watch it. Yeah, that's fine. Reminds me of Monster. Yeah, honestly, it kind of is. Yeah, it's just like this is in the, I guess not the worst sense, but in the like most basic sense, I've seen it described as a roguelike, because it's like you have the basic stats and then just kind of train them up to be good. And then you kind of keep on doing that forever and ever and ever. So, in a sense, it's kind of like that, I guess, but just watching. This is pretty much the races. Just watch them. So you can see like the distribution of the horses. So like the ones in the front, I'm assuming are like, yeah. So that's Marzensky. She's definitely Nike. So that's pretty bad way, pretty good. She's a runner. So she's out in front there. And she's gonna hopefully she stays in the front, and then hopefully her goal is to like stay in the front as the race kind of progresses on. And then kind of as you go in the front and the back, and then the back guys are trying to like preserve their energies for the final stretch here, so that they can push and try and finish first. Unfortunately for all these horses, I am way too good, and so I'm going to win. Yeah, so see, I'm pulling away. And then, and it's not even close. There we go. Alright. And that's the race. That's the G3 race. It's a little bit different with the G1 races, so there's like different grades of races. So like G1s are like the more prestigious races, I guess. Those are the ones where they actually wear their kind of racing uniforms or whatever. You can see like in that one, everybody was wearing kind of the same standard like gym clothes kind of varieties, but for that they wear, so like right here, like she's wearing her special racing uniform or whatever, and so that's what they usually wear during the G1 races. Man, I'm just getting nothing but guts. Huh, okay. Normally this isn't a great idea, but I kind of want to get some carrots, so I'll just do that instead. Okay. Oh shoot, and I need to upgrade my potato. So the strat that I have is I want to get, before the summer training begins, I want to get this also up to level 3. I'm not entirely sure why that's the optimal strat in terms of numbers and whatever, but I do know that it works, so it's good enough for me. Also, I realize I have a lot of skill points that I haven't even been using, so I should probably start using them now. Let me do that. Skills are also very important, because that's how you differentiate the good from the bad Umas. What skills are good? I don't know. That's what I read guides for. Alright. And it's also highly dependent on like whether you're looking at like kind of specific general like stadium races, which is kind of like the standard like PV whatever that happens, or if you're like looking at a more specialized event like the Champions Meeting or like the League of Heroes or that kind of stuff. Then it's really dependent on like the racetrack, the weather conditions, all that stuff, because a lot of factors play into it. And now it's time for the second, whatchamacallit. Okay, and this warning is basically like saying you can't upgrade these, I guess, like, levels during the summer trainings. Because during the summer trainings, basically, like, you have the ability to, like, get, I guess, those, like, points or whatever, when normally those points wouldn't show up until, like, after, like, you get all the materials, which happens, like, once every 4 cycles, or 4 turns, I think. So there's like it's once every like cycle or so, whereas here it happens like once every turn. For example, if I do this and make some ice cream, and then do that, you can see I get all the resources immediately instead of having to wait like every 4 turns. Okay. Okay. So I'm not too, well, it's still honestly too early to say, but like, it hasn't been too bad of a run so far. I'm just a little bit worried about the secondary skills, not so much the speed. Speed for like this scenario is really easy to get to max. It's just if you want like the actual like good Umas, the ones that have high ratings, you want the secondary skills to also be like kind of above that 1200 mark, even more so, probably like 1400, like 1300, 1400-ish. Like the best Umas that I have are ones from the current training scenario, which is like a mecha training scenario. And that one, it's just like you get like what, 1700 speed, 1600, even like 1700 in the stamina, and then like kind of everything else is above at 1200, which is technically the limit, but then they had to raise it because they realized they couldn't power scale it effectively. So good planning on their part. Eventually we'll get to a G1 race, but this Uma does not race in G1s very much apparently, so we will see that later, I guess. Okay. Oh, I did that. get that up to level 2. Okay. And then the next step is, so I can't upgrade these. I think the cap for the current level is level 3 until we get to the end of the year, and then it gets up to level 4. No, level 5, I think. So then my next step would be to get these up to level 5, these specific ones, and then get this up to level 5, kind of towards the end. That is the ideal strategy. Don't ask me why. Okay, I think she races into G1 eventually. Like I'm just like trying to like get an example. Okay, yeah, she races in the next one. Okay, I think it's literally the next turn. The sprinter stakes. I was right. Huh. It's like I played this game. Oh, never mind. She gets injured. Oh. Right, yeah. So this is, I think this is reflective on like the story of the actual Uma in real life, the real horse, I guess. Is that she gets injured and so she can't do the race, and that's reflected in this training scenario. Rip. On the one hand, that's a really good boost. On the other hand, I'm lacking in wisdom. Yeah, it's just like in real life. So that's basically just Uma, just doing the training, doing the races. Hope you get a good Uma, not get a good Uma. Rinse and repeat. Nothing much to it. And like I said, there are other scenarios. I think this is like one of 9 at this point. There's been a ton of scenarios, yeah. I mean, this game's been out for almost 4 years, so it's no wonder. But this is the second most recent scenario they've released, but it is still relevant just because with the recent scenarios, they've been kind of catering them to specific distances. So this one's more kind of for mile and short distance Umas. You can see here that there's kind of the limits for each of the kind of aptitudes. So like 1800 for the speed, 1000 for the stamina, which is really low, and then like 1700 for the rest of them, or 1300 I guess for that one. For the most recent scenario, that's more focused on medium and long Umas, and so I think the stat distribution there is a little bit different. So it'd be like 1800, 1700, 1515, and then like 1200 or whatever. I might be wrong on that. I don't even remember the specifics. All I remember was that it had a lot more focus on the stamina. Oh, here we go. Hey, look, it's the G1 race. Let me just so you can see that the Umas all have their own specific special uniforms, except for the mob ones who have weird, well, that's not a mob, that's Taiki Shuttle, who have like kind of pretty much the same, but yeah, Daitaka Helios, I don't know why I almost called her Daichi Ruby, that's not her, that's Daichi Ruby. Why is Dantsu Flame in this? That she's not supposed to be here. She's a character I want to be implemented pretty soon, playable. That's don't like either of those. Memory. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, Hishiake Bono, known for being tall. Okay, well that's, yeah, pretty much. And there we go, there's your first, there's the mile championship. And then next is the Takara Makitsu Kinen. Something like that. It's a short race. These are actual races in real life, by the way. Like, these are like what like Japanese horses race in. So it is kind of fun learning about the history of all the Umas, because they actually do reflect in the story of Umamusume, they actually do reflect the story of the real life horses pretty well. So you get to learn a lot about the history of, so I got to learn a lot about kind of Japanese horse racing, more so than I ever thought I really would. Man, this is not great. Not great training. Sure. Okay. Let's get this one. Okay, and then that prepares us in time for the next test. Which before I do, wait, I don't know why I was gonna do before. I can't do that right now. Okay. And now, since it's the final year, we get music change into Christmas for some reason. Merry Christmas. Get that up there, and then do this, and then create ultimate Mapo Tofu. With carrots. Oh, well, that was just, okay. For context, that's the, I guess, like, special event that happens during that time. It's like a special lottery drawing, and so you can get anything from like a onsen trip to like a carrot cake to like a whole bunch of carrots to like a carrot, and the unlucky drawing, which is just tissues. And so when that happens, the mood goes down, and I also get mood to go down because I am sad too. So that one is. Okay. Who eats a pizza with a fork and knife? What kind of sophisticated individual are you? This one. Yeah, no problem. Kinda wish they gave me rainbow training on the wisdom. That would be nice. That would be ideal. Fortunately, I'm not getting that. Well, wish granted. But that's 10%. Do I want to use my... Do I want to create the dish? Nah. I'll save my ingredients. Okay. The Takara Kitsumiya Kinan. I think that's what it is. Let's see, who's racing in this? Yeah. Hishiakibono, Karen-chan, Minecraft, Seeking the Pearl, Biko Pegasus, King Halo, Daichi Ruby, and a whole bunch of mobs. And I'm gonna win. Because I'm just way too overpowered. God, I won by 7 lengths. That is unheard of in a short race. That does not happen. Like I said, it's yeah, like, the results don't matter. It's just like, the only thing that really matters is, how well the Uma turns out at the end. That's all I care about. I don't know what that says about me. And I did not get aptitude up, so that's really awesome. Love that. It's okay, it's not really that important for the League of Heroes anyway. Not really care too much about that. Oh man, I don't have any energy. That's not worth it. It's 49%. Is it gonna get me? Yeah, okay, good. Okay, that's a good skill to get. I was hoping I'd get that one. Please fill that up. Kato Base. Rocket Start. Tokimeki Heart. I think that's good. And obviously, the gold skills are better than the kind of other skills. Although it depends. Some of gold skills are actually really bad. Just gotta know which one's which. Because if you know, you know. Okay, so I'm just trying to stockpile as much ingredients as I can because this upcoming summer training is going to be super, super boost heavy. And I'm going to need all the ingredients I need. And that's not what I want. That's not what you want at all. Why would you do such a thing? Alright. Although I should probably... Yeah, let me use that. Okay. You know, I said I was stockpiling ingredients and I wasn't using them, but I kind of, you know, I feel like I still have enough, so might as well just use them anyway. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. Okay, this is the Yasuda Kinen. One of is this one of the fan races? I might be confusing this with something else. This is like basically like the all-star event, all-star game except for horses. It's just basically like fans vote which horse they want to see to race. Yeah, I don't think that's this one. I think that's a different one. It's like the Arima Kinen and the Takarazuka Kinen. Those are like the two all-star races, where it's like invitation only, I guess. And those are medium and long distance races, so it doesn't matter in this scenario, because I don't care. You start to learn, when you kind of play this game, you start learning that there's a lot of bias, I guess, against, well, not against, but a lot of bias towards medium and long Umas, because those are kind of the races that actually like pay a lot of money and like are really popular. Like, and like the dirt Umas especially feel like they get really shafted because like they barely have any G1 races. They have their own like special like organization just for them, so it's just like they're not as popular, which just kind of sucks. And what's kind of funny about that too is like, oh, I don't have enough. Oh, fudgesicles. Shoot. Just do that, I guess. It's what's funny about that is like you look at like American horse racing, which is like you think of like, oh, the Triple Crown, like Kentucky Derby, Belmont Stakes or whatever, and that's dirt racing. And so it's just like it's funny seeing that being popular here compared to like in Japan, where turf racing is kind of, I guess, the more popular way of racing. And I guess not just Japan, but there's like other races around the world too, like the, what is it, like the Prix de l'Arc de Triomphe, which is like a Japanese, or not Japanese, it's a French, yeah, it's a French race, super popular. There's like a whole scenario that was kind of revolved around that, because there's this whole stigma around, oh, Japan sent all of its best horses to race in that race. It's like an international race, and like none of them have won. Like there have been no Japanese winners. There's been like a few that have come really close, but there's been no Japanese winners, and so there's like this whole like aura of, oh, it's the L'Arc de Triomphe race. It's like, oh, it's such an imposing race. Like nobody's won it for our country and that kind of thing. And so there's this fun scenario where it's like you can pretend that you like, or like you go to France to train, and then you also race in that race. And what's funny about that is they've made it so like any Uma, no matter like their aptitude and like their kind of distance, can race in that. So even if you're like a dirt Uma, you can still race in it, which is kind of funny. It's just like the ultimate fan fiction. Okay, yeah, but just getting... Okay, so we're good there. Just getting stats as much as possible. Honestly, this run, it's alright. It's not looking great. I'm kind of... I was kind of ideally hoping that all of these would be like above 1,000 by now. But there's still time for that to happen, so it's still too early to say, but I don't know. Okay. Not too shabby. Oh, what is this one? Okay, that's it. That was like a optional event where you can get either 10 energy or 30 energy, but the 30 energy comes at a cost because you could potentially make your Uma overweight, and that means that you can't get kind of the boost from speed, I guess, speed training, which is really unfortunate. So usually it's not worth it. Okay, that's a good boost. Sprinter stake, and I think this should be the final race before the Ura finals or whatever, the Uma Racing Association finals, which is good because that gives me a lot more turns to kind of train, which is nice because some Umas have a lot of races kind of towards the end of their runs, which is really annoying because I have to do races instead of training. And usually like the later rounds of training here are when you get really good boosts, so it's annoying when you have to kind of deal with that. Skill. Energy boost. Like I said, I've been doing so many runs with these characters. I know which ones, for the most part. Yeah, I need to get more carrots. I'm starting to run out of carrots, I'm noticing. Yeah, so now I need to stockpile for a different reason, because there are trainings kind of after your senior year called, I guess, pre-Ura final trainings. Those are actually, when I said that the final summer trainings are kind of the best trainings, I lied, because that actually isn't true. These trainings are the best for sure, and you'll see the stat gains are intense. It's crazy. Do that. Yeah, I need more carrots still. Just gotta load up on carrots. I think that's probably gonna be my most worry at this point, because the special meal that I cook isn't gonna be... It's going to require all these ingredients, so I need to evenly distribute accordingly. Yikes. No, I'm not. I'll save my ingredients. I'll just save those. I think I get energy back anyway. Okay. I realize I'm starting to get low on energy, but I think that should be fine. Hydration break. Alright. And this is the final test. And if you pass, then you get that. Good job, everybody. And you get access to that, which is like the G1 meal or whatever, and that gives you way better stat boosts, as you'll see right now. Once I do this, let's cook the good old G1 meal or G1 plate. And then we get, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay. Actually, that's not what I'm talking about. This is not great. I guess I'll do this. And the thing with that too, the thing with the G1 plate too, is you can actually also use them for races because it actually gives you a little bit of a stat boost there if you do it for the race turns. So I need to be a little bit careful to see, can I use this right now? Maybe, because like, okay, there's 5 turns left. 3 races and 2 more trainings. Which means 350. I have 279 of the potatoes, which means I need like 870. Am I gonna get that? I think I will. I'll risk it, and if I fall short, that's fine because I can just skip cooking this for like the final race anyway, so it doesn't matter too much. Okay. Oh, okay. No, I think we should be fine then. That actually probably already helped. Wait. Oh, wait, no, I might run out of garlic. Maybe. Most likely. Okay, let me see. Oh, really? It's not gonna give me... Okay. Man, this is not good. Not good. Not good. I guess it's better than nothing. Okay, I have enough to get that up. Get this up. Oh wait, hold on. Do I have enough? That's gonna give me pepper. I'm not gonna have enough. I'll just skip this one. Just gonna skip that one. I still get a stat boost anyway. It's just not as good of a stat boost, so it's worth it just to kind of do the G1 plates. Dang, we've already almost been going on for an hour. These runs usually don't take this long. I think it's just because, like, I'm kind of doing it a bit slower than usual. I'd say even, like, the kind of most... Some of the scenarios that in the past, like, that were really long took, like, at most 45 minutes if you were pretty quick. These ones usually take, like, what, like 30 minutes usually every time I do it. But, again, I'm kind of being a bit slow about this, so it's not too much... It's kind of the reason why I'm doing it like that.
どれ王が見てよ
みんながトレーナーさんがくれた
Oh, hey, Saribot, thank you for banning this person who tried to spam in my stream. Moderation, let's go. Bots for the win.
今日
Okay, oh shoot, I almost forgot to cook the G1 plate. Okay. Alright, now that we're pretty much done, I'm gonna say this run was not that great. Not that great. But that's okay. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Because I'll tell you, okay, when we get through all these screens, I'll tell you what I kind of was hoping for. So these are the final stat runs. Okay, so speed, 1800, that's good, that's good. You want at least 1800 for speed, at least for kind of what I'm training it for. Stamina, so 639 stamina is usually really low, but since, again, this is a short distance sumo, we're not too concerned about that. I think 600, I mean 550 I think is the lower limit of what we want, so this is fine. 1305 power is a bit low. In fact, I think that's actually really low. I was hoping for at least 1400 there, and same with the guts. And then for wisdom, 1200 is fine. So my prediction, I think this probably can be like a UD ranking, but we'll see. Let's get the skills kind of finalized and then see what we get for a rating. I was kind of hoping for at least like a UD 5 at the least. I feel like, of course, the whales are going to come out with like a UC rating. UC Berkeley. But I'm not too worried about them. Because the nice thing about the upcoming kind of, I guess, race events is that you don't really need to worry about the whales. You just need to get a certain amount of points racing against other people. And they don't necessarily have to be the whales, so not too worried about that. Stop this. Okay, that should be good. Okay, and then this is where you can upgrade, so you get the upgradable skills. And I think you have to reach like certain criteria, as you can see here. Most of the time that happens pretty easily, so I don't usually worry about that. Scenario specific, and we upgrade those skills. And it is indeed a UD. Got it. I was correct. Okay. This shows you how much I've been playing this game, where it's like, oh, I can just take a look at these stats. Oh, it's probably just this rating. Okay. Not shabby, not too bad, but yeah, like you can see, I've done better before, so not exactly what we were looking for. And I get that too, because there's an event going on. So that's good. And that is our first run. Overall, not horrible, not a horrible failure, but still need to do a couple more runs, I think. So, I mean, that's kind of expected. I don't immediately hope to get what I want in one run. The thing with Umamusume is it requires usually a lot of runs to get your ideal run, to get the ideal Uma. And then there's times when it's like, oh, you got the ideal stats spread, but oh, you didn't get this specific skill that you need. Or like, oh, you didn't get this specific S aptitude that you needed. So that's why this game is really frustrating sometimes. And even kind of with this gacha here, there's the secondary gacha of getting all the skills that you want, which doesn't happen. So that's unfortunate. Anyway, let me do some this for the skills, get some cards. Okay. This is the Valentine's Day event that's going on right now. Also the special Valentine's Umas that came out. What is this? Oh, that's something else. Which I am not pulling for because even though this is actually one of my favorite characters in Astomachan, the anniversary is coming up, and so this is all deployed to be like, oh, pull these cards and spend all your gems before we actually release cards that are actually going to be good for anniversary. So that's a no. Let's not do that. So I'm saving up all my resources for that. In the meantime, let's see. Guess I can... Yeah, confirm. Yeah, so okay, 9 scenarios. So there are 9 scenarios. Yeah, it's 100% bait. They like pulling baits. Yeah, so this is the cooking scenario we just did. This is the lay scenario that just came out. This is about mechas, creating a Umamusume mecha, I guess, or whatever. Or like training alongside a Umamusume mecha with that. And it's focused on like medium and long distances. This is the sports event that happened, or sports festival. I think this is technically a mile/medium oriented scenario, although nobody's going to use this. I think if they want to get a medium, they're going to use this. If they want a mile, they're probably going to go with this. So nobody really uses it. And then the previous scenarios, nobody really goes to, because as you imagine, as the game progresses, it kind of power creeps, so it keeps on, increasing like the kind of, I guess, like thresholds of how high or how well you can create your Umas. So originally when it came out, this is the first scenario. Good old Ura Finals. And then they came out with this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this. This is what I was talking about before with the L'Arc de Triomphe or whatever, that race that happened in France. So this is a whole thing of where you train, and then you go to France, train a little bit, and then you do the races in France, and hopefully win that race. So that's fun stuff. Let's see. Do I want to do one more run? Let's do another run. We can do another run. Let's speed run it this time. I'm gonna do a different character, but I'm gonna use the same. It's the same strategy, so I'm gonna use the same cards and same like whatever. But it is gonna be a different character, just to mix it up a little bit. Not UAF. This one. Okay, let me do that. And yeah, there are a whole bunch of characters. There's a lot of Umas out there, and there's still a whole bunch that haven't even been like kind of aren't playable yet. They haven't even released them. But there's a whole bunch that I have. I pull the money that I spend on this game, which I do spend money on this game. I'll just say that I'm not a free to play. Is all kind of towards getting these characters. And I will say that I have every single character. I don't have every single character plus their alternate costumes, because that would be way too much money, and I'm not about that life. And most of their alternate costumes are stupid anyway. I just want the Uma. So like whenever they release new Uma, I try my best to actually like get it. So like during I guess like events like these, when they kind of release the alternate costumes, I'm usually just like, I don't really care too much. So with that said, let me see. Which one do I need to do? Which Uma? It's Karin-chan, I think. Where is she? Where is Karin? Where's... Well, okay, this is her wedding alternate costume. I forgot, was it the alternate which one? Which Uma? Hold on. Okay, this is actually something I actually probably should look up, so I will... Here, let me just be in the... go to just chatting real quick. And then... Because I want to go to... Let me check my guides real quick. Guides for event... Which Karin? Because it is... although it is the same character, their skill sets are different because... reasons. Okay, it's the wedding one. Okay. Let's do the wedding one. Okay. So yeah, same strategy. So you can see she's also a Senko character, so I'll be using the same kind of cards, same kind of parent inheritances, same cards. If I was training someone like Asuma-chan, who is a runner strategy, which is a bit different, I'd be using different cards and different characters for inheritances, but this is the same, so I'm just gonna go with that. And we will speedrun this. So I guess while I'm speedrunning this, I can kind of go quick over like characters, I guess. So like the last character that we just trained was KS Miracle. Her whole shtick is, oh, like she was, as the name implies, like saved by like a miracle. Like she got a horrendous injury in her childhood, and then somehow through the power of miracles or whatever, she's able to actually compete in like the Uma races. And so she wants to kind of, I guess, race to give hope to the others that also are kind of also in the same situation as her. Meanwhile, this character, Karen-chan, pronunciation is Karen, but I think it's spelled Curren. So like Curren, but it's pronounced Karen. I don't know why. It just is. Her whole shtick is that she wants to be cute, and that she like has this whole thing about, oh, like she's like an influencer, Instagram or whatever, and it's just like, oh, like I'm like focused on being the cutest ever. She calls her trainer Oni-chan, which I am not a fan of, and I do not like that. Big yikes. She's not the only character to do that either. I think there's also Rice Shower, who's a pretty popular character. She's one of the main characters in the second season of the anime, and she's also super popular, but like I'm not honestly a fan of her. She's alright. But yeah, I like Karen a little bit more. I don't know. I don't know. It's weird. I don't really like her whole like being cute shtick, but it's just like I do like her character because there is a little bit more depth to her than just that. And that is the case for a lot of these Umas. It's like I can say like, oh, like for example, Agnes Tachyon, she's like the math scientist, but there's like a little bit more to that because the reason she's a math scientist is because she wants to try and develop a cure for her kind of fragile legs, which reflects the real life Uma, which was a really successful horse, but only was able to race a few races before she had to retire due to like a leg condition or whatever. And so the Uma version of her is trying to is being a mad scientist so that she can try and create a kind of cure for her disease, I guess. So stuff like that. It's just like kind of looking at different reasonings for why this character is the way they are. Oh, this is the heal event. And this makes me realize that it's really hard to play and talk at the same time without being a little bit slower. Oh yeah, and then she also wears the headband too. Let me actually, that's a good point. Let me, because I think she actually has a support card that came out that shows off her ears in actuality. So yeah, this is her. Oops. This is actually her. So she actually does have ears, but yeah, normally she wears the headband that kind of makes it look weird, but she has like actual Uma ears because she is an Uma. Yeah. Oh. I heard the Oni-chan. Yeah, the Oni-chan. Don't like it. Nope. There was actually a point for a little bit where I actually switched the character of switched the gender of my character in the game to be female, because you can do that. Did you know that Uma is Spanish for horse? I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, I wonder, maybe they took that from Spanish, maybe? I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, Japan has a lot of, like, kind of words that they just kind of borrow from different languages. I'm just thinking, like, English, rimokon, like, all the katakana words, like, they just kind of borrow from there. Not even just English, I think there's, like, other languages, too. Like, ramune is literally just the Japanese translation of, literation of, like, lemonade. It's kind of funny. But yeah, I'm just realizing, because like whenever I play the game, like in my free time, I'm just like not saying anything, just concentrating on doing all the things. But now I'm just like, makes me realize streamers have it rough, you know? They have to play the game, they have to talk at the same time, entertain. It's just like, oh my god, multitasking, it's crazy. It's hard. It's a difficult life. Streamer life. Okay, so far this is not great start because I'm not getting the distributions of characters that I want. AK, they're not all gathering in one place. Like they should be. Like they should be. Angry. Yeah. Sorry, yeah. I have my different toggles, my different expressions, you know. I got normal, I got slightly disturbed / sad, I got angry, I got actually sad, crying, and then I got, oh, I'm so shocked. Wow. Oh my goodness, that's amazing. I can't believe it. Wow. Who would have thought? Eyes. Yeah, I can't draw. In case you couldn't tell, I did pretty much all the art for this, including the backgrounds and the little overlays and all that. Spent a lot of time, you know, doing that. And I'm not an artist, as if you couldn't tell. So I was just like my I guess way of drawing eyes is very limited. If I didn't do it like this, like the kind of the slanty eyes, it wouldn't look good. So I just decided to go like this for now and stay that way. And who knows, maybe I can evolve into what they call the 2D, because right now I'm just a little PNG that's moving, shaking whenever I'm talking like this. What do you mean it's not possible? I will say I didn't do everything by myself. There's a few stuff that I had to like outsource because I'm like, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just thinking like the transitions, like this stuff, like this like little kind of stinger that happens. I just kind of took that from somebody. I mean, I gave them credit. I give them credit in the description or in my like kind of little thing there. Oh, saying we can open your eyes when possible. That's where you're wrong, kiddo. That's where you're wrong. Yeah, but it's just like Brock, you know. It's just like, oh, it looks like his eyes aren't open, but they actually are open, you know. Something like that. There's that. Technically, I gave credit to the background here, because that was a little kind of site that I found that kind of creates these sort of pattern backgrounds for free. So that was pretty nice. Of course, obviously the music that I did at the beginning, that's not mine. Obviously, I'm not gonna create the music, so I just kind of used a non-copyright thing for that, and then that's good. Background gives SNS like vibes. Yeah, I mean, I didn't want it to be just like a blank screen, so I was like, what else could I do? And I was just like, yeah, I could just have a background of my face multiple times, as if that's not egotistical enough. But yeah, it works. Yeah, I like the color palette too. Yeah, I was talking to my mom because I was showing her this, and she was like, "Oh, maybe you should make your like the stomach like not the same color as the background." And I was like, "Yeah, that's fair, but also it's just like, you know, consistency in the colors. Just gotta keep it a central theme." Okay. Should have another copy on your head. I'm good. I think I'm already plastered my head enough in this area. Yeah, Care. Yeah, no, I think I'm good. I think I'm good for now. Although I might, I don't know, we'll see. I might change some things up later eventually. Yeah. What year are we in? Okay, we're not even finished with Junior. Okay, at this pace, I feel like this is gonna go slower than the last run. Okay, that's fine. I don't care. I'm not busy. What else I have to do? I don't have anything to do with my life right now. It's just a normal, average, everyday Sunday. Nothing is happening in the world, obviously. Right? It's not like there's a football game going on or anything. Psh, nah. Football. Psh, sports ball. Speaking of sports ball, I guess who's winning right now? I guess let me check that real quick. Saw the Eagles were winning. Oh, Jesus Christ, the Eagles are winning 34-6. Oh my lordy. Jesus Christ. Okay, well I guess the Chiefs aren't getting a 3-peat then. Our birthdays are always... Yeah, that's true. When is your birthday again? Or I guess you don't have to answer that, but yeah, no, my birthday was already happened, so yeah. Yeah, honestly, if my mom didn't remind me that my birthday was coming up, I would have remembered. Oh, it was last week. Well, happy belated birthday, I guess. Yeah, because, like, I'm just, like... I mean, it's kind of... Because my birthday's February... I guess I don't have to really say, but my birthday's the beginning of the month, so it's pretty easy. It's just because, like, it changed... Like, when the month starts, it's like, oh, there it is. It's the beginning of the month, and it's also my birthday. Happy birthday, me. But I don't know. It's just like, oh great, I'm just another year older. That's really awesome. Love that. Reminds me how old I'm getting. There's something funny I actually found out. So I was getting my hair cut a few days before my birthday, just because like I went back home and just like kind of like spent time with my mom and my family. I guess my mom is my family, so yeah, my mom. And I was getting my hair cut because I was like, oh, you know, I just want to get done before, you know, it's before I have to head out for the weekend. And then I was talking to my barber, and I was like, oh yeah, my birthday's coming up. And then I find out that my barber also has my birthday, so like we share birthdays. And I was like, that's freaking crazy, because like that is like the third person that I've met in my life that shares a birthday with me. It's like I know somebody from high school who shared a birthday with me. I know somebody from college. I know somebody, you know, like now in real life, not that previous times weren't real life, but like, just like, it's crazy how life works. And like, even in high school too, like I knew a couple of people who like had a birthday the day after my birthday. So it's like, man, what are the odds? It's crazy. I mean, I know it's like the whole birthday paradox or whatever. It's just like, oh, like if you have a group of like 20 people or whatever, there's like a 50% chance that 2 of them share a birthday. It's still kind of crazy to think about. Okay, oh, Karen also has she has to get 3,000 fans or more. I will save that for later, because there's a G1 race that comes up in the beginning of December. That's probably better for that. Okay, yes, so I am not your Oni-chan. Please stop calling me Oni-chan. I will say my speed stat definitely getting good. That's English. My speed stat getting good. The other stats are very lacking. In fact, I'm really worried about my wisdom stat. The fact that it's lower than my stamina right now. That's not great. But I can't really do much about that. So I'm just gonna hope that it gets better later. Yeah, I guess. Alright, sounds good, man. It's good catching up with you. Talk to you later. I'm noticing we got quite a few people. Yeah, I like hide the number of viewers that I have just because like otherwise I'd be like, oh, how many viewers do I have? Oh, how many viewers do I have? Oh, and then I just have to I'd be looking at my screen every like 30 seconds. So I'm not going to do that. And so that's why I didn't notice until now that I have 3 viewers in the chat, one of which is my bot. So I guess 2 viewers technically. Welcome to the Uma life. I'm glad to see y'all. Just doing some runs for League of Legends or League of Heroes, or what is it? It's like LOH. I don't know what it's actually called. Gotta figure it out. Oh. Oh. I forgot about the race. Ah. Well. Fiddlesticks. Okay then. Well, that's, yeah, I'm just gonna blame it on the I'm just gonna blame it on you guys. The fact that you distracted me. That's what I'm gonna blame it on. It's totally not my fault. It's not my fault. It's your fault. Well, I guess that technically counts as a run though, so you know, I guess it's fine by me. But whoopsies. That's good. That's embarrassing. It's embarrassing to be shown live. I'm just gonna scrub that from existence. Just gonna scrub that from my existence real quick. Even though there's video proof of it, you didn't see it. You people in chat, you didn't see it. Nobody saw that. That was not what I meant to click. Okay, nothing happened. No, nothing happened. Nothing happened. You didn't see anything. Nobody saw anything. Okay, nobody saw anything. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. Anyways, all right. Well, so we're getting to an hour 36. Do I want to do another run? I'm realizing that these runs take a lot longer than I thought they do when I'm streaming. Just because like it takes a lot longer when I'm streaming because I can't just be silent and doing it because that's just boring. Or maybe it isn't. I don't know. But yeah, it's making me realize. Let's see. Let me try that Karin run again. Let me redeem myself, or let me try Karin for the first time because you know it's the first time because we haven't done it yet. Let me do Karin run real quick. And by real quick I mean it's probably gonna take another hour. So buckle up. Okay, where is this Bakshin? Come on, Bakshin, where are you? There it is. Okay, and yeah, okay. Okay, let's not mess up this time. Yeah, hopefully this isn't too bad. I don't know. I'm talking about like this run. I'm not talking about the stream. Although I hope the stream isn't bad either. So we'll see. I don't know. Okay, let me actually focus up this time. Okay, so let me do. I don't like starting off with the stamina because I don't really want to do stamina training in this mode. Might as well just do it though. Okay, sandwich. Like it's funny because I feel like I shouldn't care about like these early stat distributions because it doesn't really matter that much, but like it's still like kind of bothers me if I have to like stack on like a certain ingredient way too much. Like this, like I'm like, oh, I don't want to go to like stamina again because like you know it's just like that's not really worth it. But also like the chairman's there and I kind of need to get to her eventually because otherwise like I need to have that initial I guess interaction so that then I can get the kind of event that leads to the date event and whatchamacallits. But I'm just gonna try and evenly distribute, I guess. No, actually, yeah, Gambare Karin. Okay, that was a risk. Okay, that's fine. There we go. Okay, we got lucky. I know the the forbidden run, the run we don't talk about. She didn't show up until really late, so that was kind of also a bummer. In fact, I think it was actually better that that run ended earlier rather than later, because it wasn't looking good anyway. So, in fact, it was a blessing. Yeah, that run, you know, the one that I told you guys to forget because it totally didn't happen. Alright, yeah, no, this is already looking much better. I mean, I know it's still too early to say, but this is already looking much better. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. We're getting good distribution of the ingredients, and we're already getting the Oops. Uh-oh. I accidentally locked my phone. Sorry about that. This one. Yeah. On the one hand, rainbow training. On the other hand, this. Rainbow training. When in doubt, friendship rainbow training. Friendship rainbow friendship power whatever training. I don't know. Stamina. Sandwich. No, curry. And hope that I get the great success. No. I mean, I don't really. It's really rare that happens before I guess 1500 points or whatever, but it would be nice to get it. It'd be nice. Yeah, let's go for a sandwich. Speaking of food, I'm getting pretty hungry. Okay, get the stamina energy, that's what it's called, right? Stamina energy. Yeah. Oh, baby, we are cooking right now. Okay, this is already looking much better. I am way happier with this one so far. I just chose randomly there. Like I said, ideally you probably want to like look at the game tour or something and be like, oh, what is the kind of actual like outcome of the choices for those, and just like, it's not worth, honestly, like it's usually not worth it. Maybe if it's an SSR card and like one of the kind of story events there, maybe it might be worth it. But like if it's a random one, it's not going to be worth it because you're not going to probably get the later subsequent events. So it's usually whatever. Ooh, I am running low on that. Running low on strawberries. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, alright. Yeah, this is already looking pretty good right now as a run. Not too shabby. Although, again, it's still way too early to say. But at least foundation-wise, it's looking pretty good. Like, there's no... Like, all the stats are looking pretty evenly distributed for the most part. Like, there's... Like, usually, my problem is usually just wisdom is just way... Like, there's no good wisdom training that comes out, and it's just, like, absolutely lower than it should be. But right now, it's at a pretty good level, so... Pretty satisfied with how that's going. Okay, ooh, I am running out of energy. Date event. Sandwich. Okay, I haven't been paying too much attention. I think I haven't gotten the die cycle yet. Have a great success. Yeah, okay. I was like, I'm starting to run out of. Just gonna run into cap on the hot pepper there pretty soon. Which I think I have enough points to spend on that. Yeah, I do. Okay, good. do that before, otherwise it gets capped, and that's not good. Ooh, okay, that's... Guess I'll just do that. Okay, this time, actually, you know what I'm gonna do? Before I forget, I'm just gonna bookmark that. I should have done this before. Just bookmark this as a race that is required, and it's gonna notify me when that happens, so that I don't forget. Where are we right now? No, not that one. We are at, okay, so the next one's gonna be Daiseko, so I should probably use it on this one. And then that should be great success. Yes, okay. And so now I just need a sandwich to be great success, which chances are low with the number of turns that are left in this year. I don't know. That's pretty iffy. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay. Okay. Prayer to the gods, please. Nope. Okay. That's fine too, I guess. Like I said, I don't even know. I think it's a stat bonus that you get, or like not a stat bonus, but like some sort of bonus you get if you get great success for both the sandwich and the curry. But I actually could be wrong on that. That could be totally a lie. Who knows? And you know what? I actually do have another chance now that I'm looking at it, because I have, after this race, I have another turn, the late December stage. That's not what you want to see. Do that again. That's also not really what I want to see. Dare I risk? Whatever. I'm not gonna probably need to use that again. Oh, I know why that is. It's because I didn't... Oh, she had a D rating in Mile. I'm very stupid. In case you haven't noticed, I'm very stupid. But that's okay. That's still good enough. I forgot. She's only... Yeah, cause I'm used to having, like, parents that give her a mile boost. So, like, usually that's fine. But I think she starts out just with, like, a D rating in Mile. Which is really unfortunate. Yeah, she has a D rating. I completely forgot about that. I don't know why in my head I was like, oh, she has a B rating in Mile, so it should be fine to do a Mile race, right? Nope. That's absolutely not true. It's a miracle that I sometimes win the Champions League grade A races. It's a miracle how I do that sometimes. Even I'm just like, how do I even do this? Like, it's just like I don't know. How do I compete with these whales? It's just I can't. It's amazing. That's not a brag or anything. I'm just like, it's just like I can't believe it. It's like, wow. I have no idea what I'm doing. It's like I don't know what I'm doing. It's like I just read guides and hope that I'm doing whatever I'm doing right. And then I read multiple guides and they have conflicting information. I'm just like, well, I don't know which one to figure out. Just I'll figure it out for myself, I guess. Okay, I'm starting to run out. Actually, no. Just do that and then that. Yes, I can do both of them. That is beautiful. We love to see that. Alright. Like I mentioned before, the music in this, I love the soundtrack on this mode. Just the farm, the nice cheery farm music is really nice. I like it. I kind of wish they just kept this music for the whole mode instead of switching over to the other soundtrack the senior year. Because I don't know, that one's just I know it's supposed to be like, oh, it's epic, it's more grand. It just sounds like Christmas music to me. It feels so weird. But that's okay. And I guess it really doesn't matter too much, because honestly, most of the time when I play this game, I don't really have headphones in or anything, or I don't have sound on. I just, you know, play it while I'm like, have YouTube or like Twitch on the background or something like that. So it's just like, I usually just play it whenever I don't have anything else to do. Kind of bored, that kind of thing. Alright, we are actually looking really good. Actually, more than anything, I'm a little bit worried about the power, but also I'm not worried at the same time, because I know that the Nishino flower card is really good, so it's probably going to be fine later down the road. What I am worried about is I'm not getting any rainbow trainings. What is this? What is this blasphemy? Yeah, I'll just... Well, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Oh, come on. I hate when they do the random events. It's just like, oh, you lost energy, you lost motivation or whatever. I'm just like, why? It's like, it just shows up for no reason. And I know there's also events that are the opposite, where you gain motivation. So it's all just, you know, a big whole RNG fest. But I don't need that in my life. I don't need this negativity in my life. I need positive vibes. We're all about positivity here in this household, okay? We don't need any of this low negativity bonanzas. I don't know why that was the first word that came to my head. Bonanzas. We don't need it. Okay, never mind. We're good. So we're all about positivity here. That's the motto here at Shino Penguin headquarters. Positivity, but not toxic positivity, because that's bad too. Just gotta find that right level. Okay, please give me the short inheritance I need. Please. Yellow, or not yellow, pink? 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 No pinks? No pinks looks up the Megamind meme or whatever that guy's name is. My sense of humor is very weird. I'll just say that. It's like stuck in 2010s. There's still so many like vines that live rent-free in my head. It's just like, God, what are some? It's like, I want to be a cowboy, baby. I want to be a cowboy. Or some of my favorites are like, oh, Tara, you want some? This bitch empty. Yeet. Or what else? Hi, welcome to Chili's. Or you better watch out. You better watch out. You better watch out. You better watch out. I play that repeatedly during Christmas. That was hilarious. Or, welcome to Applebee's. Do you want apples or bees? Bees? He has requested the bees. I'm sorry, this is just becoming like a Vine quote session at this point. Yeah, I'm still one of those people that is like, oh, back in the days of Vine. And I will say, when Vine was actually a thing, or when it was still alive, I was actually one of those people that hated Vine. I was just like, ew, Vine's gross. It's like, why does it have to be all in 6 seconds? Like, what is this bullshit? And now that it's gone, I'm just like, man, I miss Vine. Vine, those were the days. Like, those were good stuff. But instead, here we are in the days of TikToks and the Instagram Reels and YouTube Shorts, and everything just like needs to be short form. It's just like it's and I realize how hypocritical that is, because I was just talking about how I miss Vine and the 6-second format there. But it's different, man. It's different. There's something different about it. Like, I've tried watching TikToks. Like, I never actually downloaded TikToks. It's just compilations I watched on YouTube, but it's just like, it just doesn't hit the same. It's not the same, man. I don't know. Something about it's just not. It's not. Well, somewhere down the line we lost viewers, so I don't know when they left, but it must have been when I was talking about Vines or whatever. Whatever. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is why I hide the number of viewers on my stream, because otherwise I'm just gonna obsessively be like, oh, how many people are watching it? Oh, how many people are watching it? Oh no, there's this many people that are watching it. Now I feel a weird pressure. I just have that now to a dash, and I'm just comfortably being here, like I don't have anybody with me, and I'm just talking to myself like a crazy person, because that's my life. Alright, well, please tell me I have enough for both of these. I do. Oh, I do. Barely have enough. Okay, that is skin of my teeth close. Good stuff. Alright, time for the first summer training. Let's do it. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. See, like this. I should probably do the speed training because there's more supports there anyway. Ooh, alright. See, why can't I get more of this in the previous runs that I've had? It just feels like a lot of the runs I've been doing, the wisdom has just been non-existent. I don't know, it's weird. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. I wouldn't be surprised if it was just if it was my fault. Like I like there's certain things I need to be doing. Like I know, isn't there like a whole thing with like the skills where it's like you need to like have like a certain number of speed skills or whatever, like these skills, like these categories, for the card to actually be good. I know that's the case for like one of the like the Meijoro Ramonu card. I think that wisdom card, I think that's part of it. I think so. Maybe that might have something to do with why I'm not doing so well and now I'm doing well. I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? Truly nobody knows. I need to get back to Japanese lessons like I used to do. There's this thing called Wanikani, which is like a kind of kanji learning thing. And I used to be on top of that stuff. Like I would like, this is before I got a job, so like I had all the free time in the world. So I was just like, oh, like I can spend my time doing Wanikani, and then whenever the alert shows up, I can be like, okay, now it's time for the lesson, and then or the review, and then stuff like that. And through that, I was able to get an actually pretty good understanding of most of the basic kanji. Like for stuff like this, like I can read like, oh yeah, Kimari, I know she said it, but like Kyo, whatever, it's like, oh yeah, I can read. That was like today, like technically it was like the character for now and day, but combined together it's the weird reading of Kyo. Like stuff like that, like that kind of, it teaches you not only the kanji but also kind of basic vocabulary, which is pretty nice. Oops, did not need to do that. Okay, well, that's a random person. Uma. So that was nice. Maybe I might do that now that I don't have a job anymore again. Now that I got laid off and I have all the free time in the world again, maybe I might get back into Japanese learning and do something with my life other than applying for jobs and streaming. Especially since I keep telling myself, oh, I want to learn Japanese one day. And I play this game and like I can kind of read it for the most part, but also I can't, so it's kind of hard sometimes. Maybe that'll give me motivation to be like, oh, I can actually read this and like maybe learn the language a little bit. Wouldn't that be nice? Yeah, let's just start using some. I'm starting to realize I'm maybe stockpiling my ingredients a bit too much. Probably start using some of them. Okay, so this is already looking good because we are, how far are we into the year? We are on the November, beginning of November, and we already have 600 for these 3 stats, and then over 1200 for the primary speed stat. And again, we don't care about the stamina because that's probably gonna that's almost assuredly gonna be over 550, which is the minimum that we want anyway. So don't really care about that. But no, this is honestly been a not too bad of a run so far. Pretty good. Pretty happy with how it's going so far. I think it's really going to depend on the summer and the post or finals kind of training runs there. That's really when things are going to have to line up right for everything to kind of be good. I can English. I can speak. It's like whenever I speak, I just have, like it's just like I have to pause and be like, yes, word. This is what I meant. Which makes me feel like a complete idiot, but my excuse is that English is not my first language. So there you go. It's not a good excuse because my actual first language I barely know. But hey, whatever, you know. I learned English later in life than most people. Let's just say that. I do need carrots. So as suboptimal as that is, I'm just gonna go with that one. Okay, let's see. Oh man, that would have been better before. Do I dare? I dare. Okay. 16% isn't that bad, to be honest, but like anything that's over 10% for me, I'm always just like a little hesitant. And then anything over 30%, which is like when it kind of shows up in the orange color, I'm just like, that's not worth it unless it's a huge stat gain. Then I'm just like, oh yeah, then it might be worth it. But most of the time I'm just like, it's not worth it. So don't do it, boys. Don't do it, boys and girls. Don't do it, kids. That's the better way of putting it. Because we have, I should know. I'm technically not. Well, not technically. I consider myself non-binary, so it's just like I should say my fellow peoples instead of like boys and girls, because that's just limited to that. It's just like you're limiting yourself. Yeah. Yes. In case you're wondering, I am technically non-binary. That's technically, I consider myself gender fluid, although I kind of mostly consider myself male for the most part. But there are the urges, you know, it's just like, oh, man, be nice to be a girl. And then I find out, oh, wait, that's not a cis thing for people to be like, oh, wait, I want to be a girl. I want to dress in, you know, girl clothes and, you know, be girl kind of thing, you know, like, because my first cosplay technically was a maid. So I think that probably should have been the first sign of being like, oh wait, you know, that's not cis. Like I'm not a cis individual. Like, oh, is that not a thing? It's just like I keep having to not say normal because like it's not that it's not normal, because normal does not equal cis. Cis does not equal normal. That's not a thing. You know, we should not normalize the fact that cis equals normal, because that's not a thing. So I just gotta get that mindset out, because I was still kind of not so much race, but you know, like, because the whole thing with LGBT and that kind of movement, it's not that it's recent, but it's still more recent than it should be. It became more popular kind of more recently than it feels like it should have been. That sounds really problematic, but you know what I mean. Whoa, sorry about that. Yeah, but it really just feels like because when I was growing up, it still was a little stigmatized for, you know, gay marriage to be a thing. Like a majority of people didn't believe that should have been a thing when I was kind of very young, when I was at a very young age. Like, not saying when I was growing up, like kind of in high school, because during middle school, high school, that was when it was starting becoming more acceptable. But even then, like, there's still like a weird little back of my mind where it's like, oh, this isn't normal. Which is a really toxic thing to think, because it isn't that it's not normal. It's perfectly normal. It's perfectly fine for somebody to be like, hey, I'm not the assigned gender at birth. I don't align with that, or like I don't like necessarily feel that. And Anyway, I'm totally rambling on here, so I'm just gonna get out of that topic. But basically, yeah, that's something I need to kind of remember to kind of, I guess, that mindset of not normal, just cis, you know, cis behavior, that kind of thing. So, yeah, who knows? Maybe I've considered in the future, maybe with the stream, like doing like a voice changer to be more high pitched. That is something that I have actually considered doing. With the caveat of being like, oh, I'm non-binary, you know, I'm gender fluid, mostly, you know, male oriented, but it's just like, the way I think of it is just like, it's like a scale, or it's like a kind of, I don't want to say spectrum because that makes it sound weird, but like basically like a spectrum, like, you know, you got male on the one end, female on the other end, and then it's just like, oh, like I feel like not totally on the male side, but like a little kind of like towards the female side, so like maybe on the 80% side, and then some days I feel like 60%, you know, that kind of thing. That's kind of why I kind of describe myself more non-binary, but I also do say genderqueer just because it does change at a given time point. So this is all still also very recent for me. Like, this is all some stuff that I've been kind of internally dealing with, like, oh, this is something kind of a revolution of mine, because for me, it's always felt normal just to have those thoughts, and I've always thought that everybody has those thoughts. So, like, realizing that it's not cis, like, a majority of people do not have these thoughts, and it's like, oh, wait, this is actually something that's not a cis behavior. So that just got me into the rabbit hole of thinking about that. So very good stuff there. Anyway, back to the Uma. How are we doing on the Uma? I've kind of been half doing stuff while I've been talking about this stuff. Okay, inheritance. Please give me the pink. Please give me the pink factor. Nope. Okay, awesome, wonderful, lovely. Love to see it. Okay, that's fine too, I guess. Whatever, I don't care. It's too bad. It's a bunch of RNG, you know. It's just like, oh, you think, oh, maybe you can just, you roll for the cards, you think that's all the RNG you need, but no, it's not all the RNG you need, because, oh, you do even more gacha, because the gameplay is just gacha. Everything about this game is gacha, you know. It's not just the gacha, it's the gameplay itself. That's gacha too, because you gotta roll for that, you gotta make sure you got all the inheritance. That's all you need, because you can't just have fun, you can't just have the fun stuff, you gotta hope that everything lines up, and if it does, then great, but if it doesn't, then, you know, just a big middle finger to you. Yeah. Anyway, this one's going pretty well. Let me think. Do I? Yeah, I'll do it. I'll use that. I will use that inheritance. Not inheritance, sorry, cooking. Swords. Okay. Like, it's not horrible, but it's not great, because I kind of want rainbow training, and I'm not getting that, so it's not great. Although this isn't honestly that horrible. Okay. Ask and ye shall receive. Ask and ye shall receive. Okay, never mind. It's just a big old middle finger to you. You get one thing and then you don't get the other, and I've already run out of that. Really? Okay. Okay, fine, I'll just heal. Oh, that's just lovely. That's really lovely. How's the superb owl going, by the way? Let me look that up real quick. Last time I saw the Eagles were dominating. Oh my goodness, Eagles 40, Chiefs 14. Sorry, I can't whistle. Like, I was going like. Okay, never mind. Sorry, that was my sad attempt at whistling. Yeah. For those of y'all who don't know, I'm also a sports ball guy. I like my football, basketball, baseball, soccer, I guess, sometimes. But I'm not, as you can see, I'm not watching the Super Bowl. I'm doing this instead because I do not want to watch the Super Bowl because I do not care who wins. I do not give a single flying F about who wins. In fact, I wish that there was a meteor that hit the field and so that nobody wins. I am cheering for Team Meteor, which unfortunately does not seem like that's going to be happening. But I guess good job for the Eagles, good for them, good for their good for their fans. Gross. Hate it. I mean, I guess at least it's not a Chiefs three-peat. Like, that just would have been insufferable. God, could you imagine if the Chiefs won? Oh my god. Even then, I still don't like the Eagles winning either, because they also have won pretty recently also, so it's like, it's a lose-lose situation, because, like, sure, I guess if the Chiefs lose, then great, they don't have their three-peat, but it's also, like, if the Eagles win, then great, they have their really successful team, wow, it's another dynasty, oh, it's amazing, and it's just like, gross, hate it, it's just like, I don't, why couldn't the Bills win? It's just like, why couldn't the Bills make the Super Bowl? That would have been really fun to see, get them winning their first Super Bowl ever, and it kind of like getting all the kind of demons out from that. It's just like, that would have been really fun to see, but no, we need Chiefs and Eagles. That's what everybody wants, right? And I'm sure they're gonna announce that the Super Bowl got record ratings and that everybody watched it or whatever, and that it's gonna be like, oh, it was hugely successful, and it's just like, and everybody's just like, oh, yeah, it's like Super Bowl parties and stuff, but it's just like, it feels weird because it's like, and this is insular communities, so it's like, it's a subset of like the entire population, but it just feels like there's like, the mindset has just been like, I'm not watching this, like, I don't want to watch this. There's a streamer that I like to watch who, he even mentioned, like, he's streaming right now, and he's mentioned, like, he's watched, this is like the first Super Bowl that he just is not watching, that he can remember, because he just doesn't give a flying fish about it, and it's kind of, I feel the same way. It's just like, I don't care. I don't care at all. So there you go. But I guess congratulations to the Philadelphia Eagles. I mean, I know the game's not over yet, but I mean, let's be honest, like, it's over. It's over. They're winning like 40-16 or whatever, and it's like 2 minutes left. They're gonna win. It's good for them. Good for the Eagles, I guess. As a Packers fan, maybe someday, maybe we'll get back to, I know, like, the rest of the NFC North teams like to rag on us for being so successful, and they're like, oh, they love to see us fail, but we haven't been to the Super Bowl in 15 freaking years, okay? So, cut us some slack. We haven't been that successful. Like, we've been successful, but we still had our heartbreaks. Like, freaking 2015 NFC Championship game, that still haunts my memories. I have never, to this day, I cannot watch any highlights of that, because that just, it's not even Brandon Bostic's fault, to be honest. Like, I don't blame him too much. Like, sure, his play was the kind of headliner for all that, but it was just a whole team collapse, and it's just, there were so many things that could have gone wrong, that did go wrong, to why they lost, and that just brings up bad memories, because that year, if the Packers won that year, the Super Bowl was on my birthday, and so that would have been an amazing birthday. But instead, I got sadness, and that wasn't the start of that wasn't the start of my sports life. But that sure was a good representation of how it's been as a sports fan. Just sadness. Other than the time the Bucks won the championship, that was not sadness. That was the complete opposite of sadness. That was happiness. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like that's going to happen anytime soon, especially with how they're playing right now. So enjoy it while it lasts, I guess. Just life is fleeting. Anyway, yeah, more tangents. I think I'm doing pretty well. Let me get my settings back again. Yeah, no, this is actually looking real. I'm a little bit worried about the stamina being pretty low, actually. That's a pretty low stamina. But no, I think that should get up to 550 by the time we're done anyway, so I'm not too worried, actually. I just need to remember, don't use up any of the ingredients right now because I want to save those for the G1 plates. That's the biggest thing. Okay, I know this one's 10 plus 10 power. Yeah, that's 5 power. Okay. Ooh. Actually, no, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that. Should have done the guts because I was running low on the peppers. That's fine, I guess. Okay, no, it's fine. We 16%. That's fine. Cutting close there. I know 16% doesn't seem high, but it is high. Okay, well. Okay. Ooh. Wow, this game is just giving me all the saving graces right now. It's just throwing me a whatever the phrase is, throwing me a dog bone. I think that's not it. Throwing me a Hail Mary. Just giving me all the things I need right now. Yeah. Okay, no, honestly, if things line up even decently in the post-Ura kind of, not post-Ura, but post in the Ura final kind of trainings, if things line up decently, this could actually line up to be a really good run. So, I'm not too disappointed with how things are going overall so far though. Let me do that, and then that. Nope. This one? Nope. Okay. I guess just carrots. Get that going, get the G1 plate going. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna do this. Just so I can kind of knock 2 birds with 1 stone, get the wisdom to a good level, and then get the speed, which you saw got like 95 boost. So that's definitely well needed. That definitely helps because now I don't have to focus on getting this up because I think it should naturally go up. Do I want to G1 plates? No, I'm running low on garlic, so I don't think I'm going to be able to get enough for that. No, but this is looking pretty good for a run. It's pretty good. Can't complain. Yeah, G1 plate. Yep, it's always a great success. I know that. Decisions. Do I go with the guts or do I go with the power? I'll go with power, and here's my reasoning. 1, we're running low. We're starting to get a bit iffy on the stamina front, so that's gonna solve that. 2, if I do guts, I'm gonna you notice that I'm gonna get a big boost on the speed as well, and that's gonna probably cap it before we get the big boost at the end of the run. So that would kind of be a waste there. And that's pretty much all my reasonings. No, we're not gonna have enough for that. Unfortunately, I did not bring enough garlic, so I will not have enough for this one either. But I should have enough for both the next training and then the kind of last race. That should be fine. Dang, I was kind of hoping for rainbow training on the guts, just so I can make up for what the decision I made last time. Maybe it might. Oh wait, it'll show up again. It'll show up. Okay. Never mind. That's not good. Man, you know what? Here's the thing. I read a few guides that said that you probably just want to stack up on the power and not so much rely on the guts. And so I'm gonna test that theory. I'm gonna make this Uma more so focus on the power. Although 1400 is still pretty low. Alright, well, let's see. I know this isn't important, but I'm just gonna do it anyway. Okay. Oh shoot! Thank you for. I'm so glad that reminder's there because every time I'm just like I forget and it's just like, oh yeah, I need to do G1 plate, and this time I am actually gonna plan it. Would I have had enough to do one more? Wait, actually, I'm curious now. Would I have had enough? Where can I see that? No, I wouldn't have. Okay. See? Smart, big brains right here. Big brains. Your boy has big brains. Big brains for big penguin. Oh, I forgot the Chairman Akakawa friendship card gives you a boost on your guts. Anyway, yeah, no, this is honestly a pretty good run. I kind of wish the guts was a little bit higher, but honestly, it kind of worked out. I mean, I kind of wish I can swap the guts and the wisdom that I have right now, because I don't really need that high of wisdom, but it's not too bad. Okay, let me get the skills going. I don't think I got all the skills that I wanted, unfortunately, in this run, which is a shame. In fact, I don't think I got any skills. No, I got Katabase. Okay, that's fine. I don't think I got the Bakushin speed skill that I wanted. Yeah, it doesn't look like I got that one. Unfortunate, but I can deal with that. It's not really required. Okay, let's see. Let's see what I got. Okay, I still have enough for like one more. Yeah, I guess it's not the worst one to get. I don't have anything else really to get. Okay. Oh, fiddlesticks. Here's no cheaters. Okay. I'm gonna actually I have a computer. I was gonna be like, I'm gonna search it up. Tell you guys I have a freaking computer that I can just search up things on. I want to see what the difference is between these two skills, because I feel like that's gonna be kind of important. So let me look up. In my trusty dusty, in my handy dandy site, GameTora.com, which has a really great database for all of the characters, all the support cards, all the kind of different information that you need to play this game. And I can't find her, so I'm just going to search it. Karen. Chan. What the heck did I just press? Oops. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so the skill is either want to get Karen'd or enthralling glitter. The random packet opening life. If you're in the front half of the packet, you'll drain speed from all enemies behind you. Or if you're in the front half of the opening pack during the second half of the opening, like your speed will. I think this one's going to be better because this one is reliant on being in front. And I feel like with the League of Heroes meta, I feel like a lot of the people are going to be using runners. And so I feel like Karen's probably going to be in the back a lot. So I feel like that's probably going to be better. So I'll just do that. Okay, and then I think everything else should be pretty good. Hell yeah, that's a UD6 right there. That is actually, I think, the highest rating that I've gotten in this mode. I'm not even kidding. I think that actually is. It is. Heck yeah. Hell yeah. Love to see it. And I completed all the missions. Well, technically I didn't complete all the missions because I still need to do 3 more runs. But got all the points at least, so that's good. That's love to see it. Yeah, because I think I still need to do. Yeah, I need to do 2 more runs to get this, and then get the little banner thing. But before we do that, we get this going, get these events, get these items. We got some news because it is past 9 o'clock, so we got the new news there. Since I made a pretty good cut, and let me replace the one I currently have in my stadium and just use River Stadium. And then that should be good, and we are now at that. And I think I have enough to be able to, yeah, but I'm not going to do that. Okay. Great. Awesome. Wow. Ended on a good note. I see that we don't have any more viewers anymore, but that's fine because I don't really care about that anymore. But I think that's going to wrap things up for today. I wanted this to kind of be a short stream, but it ended up being around the same time as my other streams, so funny how that works out. But yeah, thank you so much for joining if you did join. Appreciate the views and the interactions. Definitely appreciate kind of all that as I was kind of doing all the kind of runs that I was doing. And yeah, for next week, I will figure out the schedule and hopefully post that maybe by tonight, but most likely by tomorrow. I probably won't be doing any streams until Thursday. I'm planning on maybe Thursday, Saturday, Sunday as a schedule, as like a kind of overall schedule. I was just kind of seeing, like, I don't think Friday, Saturday, Sunday is going to be a schedule moving forward. I think that's a bit too much, having 3 straight days of streams. But I do want to stream at least 2 or 3 times a week. And I do think that the weekends are probably the best times, just because I feel like that's weekend nights. I feel like that's when a lot of people are available anyway. And I just feel like that's kind of better mentally. Even moving forward, I feel like I'm probably going to be continuing streaming when I do get a job. And so I feel like having kind of having the streams be on a weekend when I'm going to be like kind of not focused on, like getting back home at 6 p.m. and then being like, oh, now I got to stream, after a job, just focusing on actually like recovering for the next day. So that's my plan, at least. I'll think about it a little bit, but I think, and I'll post the schedule later down the line, but Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, I think is probably going to be the schedules moving forward. Honestly, Uma wasn't as bad as I thought. I think probably what it was with the Gakuin stream or the Idolmaster stream, was that I think I was just really nervous and just like really like kind of first stream jittery vibes, nervous, that kind of thing. And so that might have played a role into it. But now that I'm a bit more comfortable, now that I'm kind of have this stream setup going, now that I don't know what number of viewers I have, which is really good for my mental health. Now that I have all that available, I think maybe doing more of these kind of Gakuin Idolmaster and Umamusume streams, I think I'll just focus on kind of continuing to do more of these runs, just doing more of those and just kind of doing the yapping sort of thing. I think that's kind of a nice way of doing that. And then the other stream that I might do, I'm not sure which day that's going to be, but figure that's going to be kind of more of a variety game. Any kind of random PC games that I discover that look interesting, that may be like, oh, maybe I might want to play that. And then I might do kind of some streams on that. So look forward to that, I guess. Again, schedule posting later down the road. But until then, thanks everybody again for watching, and I will see you all whenever I see you all. So yeah, thanks for watching, and hope you all have a good rest of your night. See ya.